She wasn't wearing sequins. She wasn't chasing trends. But when she walked into the room, something shifted. People didn't turn because she looked younger, they turned because she looked grounded, comfortable in her skin, present. Over the years, I've spent a lot of time helping women in their 50s and 60s navigate fashion that no longer seems to understand them. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. Beauty doesn't disappear with age, it just shows up in a different way. I can't tell you how many times I've heard women say things like, "These pants used to fit me so well. I don't even know how to dress this version of me anymore." And you know what? It's not their fault. It's not your fault either. The problem isn't your body, it's the clothes that stopped evolving with you. At this stage in life, you don't need outfits that try to make you look younger. You need clothes that respect who you are right now, strong, wise, and still very much here. You need pants that move with you, not against you. That's why in this video, I'm sharing 5 types of pants that I believe every woman over 50 deserves to have in her closet. Not because they're trendy, but because they feel good, they flatter, and most importantly, they help you show up as your full self. Let's begin right where elegance always starts, with structure. Part 1, the Modern Contour Trouser, where structure meets confidence. Let me ask you something. Have you ever tried on a pair of pants that looked good on the hanger, but once you zipped them up, something just felt off? Maybe they pulled at the waist, gaped in the back, or made you feel like you had to stand a certain way just to make them work. You're not alone. And no, you're not being picky. What you're feeling is this. Most pants are built for bodies that haven't lived yet, but yours has. It's carried children, danced at weddings, fought through stress and grief. And now, it deserves clothes that honor that story. That's why the very first pant I want to talk about is what I call the Modern Contour Trouser. This isn't just your average high-waisted pant. It's a structured, purpose-built piece that actually understands your shape. It hits at the natural waist, the place where your torso is still narrowest, and it follows the lines of your body without clinging. The seams do the heavy lifting, creating a soft lift at the back, shaping the hips, and bringing quiet definition where you need it most. Here's the key, it's not about squeezing into anything. It's about lifting your posture, your energy, your presence. In my experience, when a woman slips into the right pair of contour trousers, she doesn't just stand taller. She carries herself differently. Her walk changes. Her voice gets steadier. Because for the first time in a long time, she's not tugging at her waistband or hiding behind a long shirt. She's standing in alignment with herself. Pair these trousers with a tucked-in blouse, a knit top, or even a cropped jacket to show off that clean line. And don't forget the fabric, it matters. Go for something with structure but softness. Stretch crepe pant, even a wool blend if it's cool out. Avoid anything too flimsy or overly stretchy, it won't give you that crisp, refined look. Mini detail I always recommend, a subtle waistband, not bulky, not loud. Just enough to define the shape. Add a belt if you want a little polish, or leave it clean and minimal for a modern look. Now here's something I say often, the best clothes don't shout, they support you silently. And that's exactly what a great pair of contour trousers will do. They'll give you structure without restriction, shape without pressure, and elegance without effort. Coming up next, we're stepping into something softer, but just as powerful. Because after structure comes movement. Let's talk about the pants that flow with you, the soft-leg pant. Part 2, the soft-leg pant, where ease meets elegance. Let me paint a picture for you. It's a warm morning. The sun's pouring in through the kitchen window, you're barefoot with coffee in hand, and you slip on a pair of pants that feel like freedom. No tugging, no adjusting, no stiff seams, just fabric that flows the way you do. That's what I call a soft-leg pant, and every woman over 50 should have at least one in her wardrobe. Here's the thing. After decades of rushing, planning, carrying everyone else's load, there comes a time when ease becomes sacred. But here's the twist, ease doesn't mean sloppy. You can be comfortable and elegant at the very same time. Soft-leg pants. Think gentle wide-leg silhouettes in breathable fabrics like linen blend, tencel, or soft rayon, are the answer to I want to feel good and look good. They offer movement, they offer breath. And maybe most importantly, they offer grace. Now, let's talk about how to wear them well. Start with the waistline, look for a mid or slightly high-rise that hugs just enough without digging. You want a pant that sits naturally, with a flat front or a subtle waistband that doesn't bulk under your top. Pair it with a French tucked blouse, just a soft tuck at the front to show shape without being tight. Or try a sleeveless top with structure, something that gives a clean line while keeping you cool. On cooler days, a lightweight cardigan that hits mid-thigh works beautifully to balance the volume of the pant. Here's my favorite trick. If you're petite, stick with vertical textures, pin tuck details, or a side seam stripe to create length. Neutrals are your best friends here. Think soft creams, sage, sand, dove gray. They reflect light beautifully and flatter mature skin without shouting for attention. And the shoes, keep it light. Bare sandals, soft loafers, or even a clean white sneaker, because yes, elegance can live in a casual moment. Now listen, there's a kind of beauty in clothes that don't try too hard. Soft-leg pants whisper confidence. They move with you, not against you. They remind you that you don't need to be pressed, polished, or perfect to be dignified. Because let's be honest, at this stage, comfort isn't a luxury. It's part of the standard you deserve. So when you find that perfect pair of pants that lets you exhale, walk with softness, and feel like yourself again, that's not just fashion, that's freedom. And next, we're going to explore a pant that blends both worlds, clean polish and all-day comfort. If you're someone who loves looking pulled together without sacrificing flexibility, you're going to love the next one. Part 3, the Elevated Knit Pant, Comfort with Intention. Here's a question I ask a lot of women I work with. When was the last time you wore something comfortable that also made you feel put together? Usually, there's a pause. A little laugh, then they say, it's always one or the other. But it doesn't have to be. Enter the Elevated Knit Pant. It's not sweatpants, and it's definitely not pajamas. It's that rare piece that feels like a day off, but looks like you're ready to meet the world. This pant is all about comfort with structure. It's made from fabrics like ribbed jersey, pont knit, or soft viscose blends, materials that stretch when you need them to, but hold their shape all day long. Not too clingy, not too loose, just right. Let me break it down a bit. Look for a defined waistband that stays in place without rolling or digging. The silhouette should be straight leg or gently tapered, giving you that clean, elongating line without squeezing the thighs or sagging at the knees. These are the pants you reach for when you don't want to think too hard, but you still want to feel like you showed up with intention. Now, here's where the magic happens. It's all in how you style them. Pair with a cashmere pullover or a soft button cardigan tucked just at the waist. A silky blouse, even better. And if you want to add a little polish, throw on a belt or a long necklace to create vertical interest. And don't underestimate the power of a pointed toe flat or sleek sneaker. Yes, even sneakers can feel refined when they're clean, minimal, and matched with confidence. Here's what I always say. The right pants don't just help you move easier, they help you feel more grounded in who you are. There's something powerful about being comfortable and not apologizing for it. Something graceful about choosing ease and elegance in the same breath. That's what the Elevated Knit Pant offers. It lets you breathe without letting go of your standards. It tells the world, I still care, but I'm doing it my way now. Coming up next, we're going to talk about a classic, one that's been misunderstood for years, but when done right, becomes the most powerful staple in your wardrobe. Yes, I'm talking about denim. But not just any denim. Let's reimagine the straight-leg jean, made for women who know exactly who they are. Part 4. The straight-leg jean denim grown up. Let's be honest. A lot of us have a complicated relationship with jeans after 50. You might open your closet, see 5 pairs staring back at you, and still feel like none of them fit quite right. They either sag in the wrong places, squeeze in the wrong places, or just make you feel like you're pretending to be someone you were 20 years ago. But here's the thing, denim doesn't have to be your enemy, you just need a pair that's grown up like you. That's why I always recommend the straight-leg jean. Not skinny, not flared. Just a clean, timeless silhouette that follows your natural shape, without shouting for attention. What makes the straight-leg style so special? First, the cut. It skims the hips, smooths the thighs, and gives a long, uninterrupted line from waist to ankle. It's flattering without being fussy. And second, the rise. You want mid or high rise, always. Low-rise jeans do no favors. They flatten the backside, exaggerate the waistline, and make you tug at them every time you sit down. Now let's talk fabric. Skip the trendy rips, frays, and stretchy gimmicks. Look for classic denim with a bit of structure. Medium to dark rinse always feels polished. And a structured waistband helps prevent that awkward gapping at the back. The beauty of straight-leg jeans is that they play well with everything. Tuck in a soft blouse, add a linen shirt, layer a cropped blazer or a long cardigan. And your shoes. Loafers, ankle boots, ballet flats, whatever matches your energy for the day. But here's what I love most. When you find the right pair of jeans, something inside you shifts. You stop thinking about what you're wearing, and you just feel ready. Ready to run errands, grab lunch with a friend, or even head out for a spontaneous dinner. That's the magic of denim that understands you, not denim trying to make you someone else, not denim chasing youth. Just denim that shows you've evolved, and your wardrobe has too. And listen, I know there's a lot of talk about age-appropriate dressing, but what's really appropriate is feeling like yourself in whatever you choose to wear. So if you've given up on jeans, I want to gently invite you to give them one more shot, this time on your terms. Now, as much as structure and polish matter, there's one more pant we need to talk about. One that brings in a touch of drama, fluidity, and quiet confidence. It's for those moments when you want to float into a room, not fade into the background. Let's finish strong with Part 5. The flowy dress pant, grace in motion. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you walked into a room and felt like every step made a statement, without saying a word? That's the power of a flowy dress pant. It's not about drama. It's about presence. It's about choosing movement that's graceful, not rushed. And it's one of the most underrated style secrets for women over 50. Flowy pants, also known as palazzo or wide-leg dress trousers, are the kind of piece that don't cling, don't confine, and absolutely don't go unnoticed. They move with you, creating a rhythm that's soft, elegant, and quietly commanding. I always tell people, these aren't pants for blending in. They're pants for taking up space, gently and fully. And at this stage of life, that's not just allowed, it's earned. The key to wearing flowy dress pants well lies in two things, fabric and proportion. Let's start with the fabric. You want drape, not cling. Look for blends like viscose, lined crepe, soft chiffon, or a silk mix that feels like it's skimming over your legs instead of sticking to them. The fabric should catch the air just slightly, never stiff, never heavy. Then, proportion. These pants usually have volume, so your top half should be more tailored. A slim blouse, a sleeveless top tucked in, or even a subtle belt to define your waist works beautifully. And the shoes. Let the hem graze the top of a pointed flat or a simple heel. No chunky soles or loud sneakers, just clean, simple lines to keep the elegance flowing. Now here's something I really want you to hear. Flowy pants are not extra. They're expressive, and you are absolutely allowed to dress with expression. You don't have to wait for a wedding, a party, or a special occasion. Wear them to a gallery, or brunch, or just out for a slow afternoon stroll. Because what you're really wearing is confidence that doesn't have to prove anything anymore. And maybe that's the best part. At 50, 60, and beyond, you no longer need to shout to be heard. You just show up in something that reflects where you are, who you are, and the grace you've grown into. So now we've walked through 5 pants that don't just fit your body. They follow your energy, they echo your wisdom, and they support your story. But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a final reflection. Because elegance doesn't start in your closet, it starts in how you see yourself. Let's talk about that. Style isn't about impressing others. It's about how you choose to show up for yourself on an ordinary Tuesday in your everyday life. After 50, you don't need to follow rules. You've lived enough to know what feels good, what feels right, and what feels like you. The 5 pants we've talked about today aren't just clothing. They're quiet reminders that you still deserve to feel strong, beautiful, and seen every single day. So tomorrow, when you open your closet, don't ask, "What should I wear today?" Ask, "What supports the woman I've become?" If this video helped you rediscover a piece of yourself, I hope you'll share it with another woman who deserves to feel powerful in her own skin again. Because elegance isn't something we outgrow. It's something we grow into, and it's never too late to dress like you mean it.